you know me, you know that I hate Overwatch. Pictured here is a screenshot of a message that I sent to my group chat of friends a few days ago. I am not a fan of Overwatch, as you can tell from here. I'm probably one of the biggest haters of Overwatch on the planet. However, if you also know me, you will know that this deep hatred comes from what used to be a deep love for Overwatch. Overwatch used to be one of my favorite games. Overwatch used to be great. Overwatch used to be fun until the great fall. But that aside, I have been hearing that in the wake of Overwatch getting a little bit of competition with Marvel Rivals, they've had to up their game and they possibly added a few things that are actually sort of cool. So, we are going to take a look at that today. I heard they might have brought back loot boxes, which is insane. It's also insane that we've gotten to the point where Overwatch is so bad that bring back loot boxes is actually a positive. On the other hand, I'm also hearing that they may have added some sort of new perk system or something like that. So what I'm going to do today is try to answer the question, is Overwatch actually good now? Or does it still suck? It's probably the latter, but let's see. What I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be reacting to the trailer for the new season of Overwatch. I have not seen any of this yet, so it's just going to be my fresh opinions and seeing what the hell they did here and see if any of it actually looks good. So let's get into that. All right, here we go.
It is time to celebrate the glory of battle, the competition, determination, and the boom! What a start! Again! Finally, a worthy title! From the ashes, rise
Okay, looks like they're
again!
doing a rank reset. Again, so
It is not about standing atop the mountain.
sure.
It is the climb!
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, they've got galactic
One
weapons
of
now
these
instead of the
weapons,
whatever
it
the
is
world ones.
just not with me
I
right
mean, like,
now.
yeah, they look cool. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for. We got perks here. Let's see some of this.
To battle!
Okay. Okay, so pick your perk.
How could you not?
Oh, so it goes. Oh, so it like pulls them in. That's kind of a cool one. Perks based on play style, of course.
Show them you are superior and bang!
Oh, that draft
My
like pierced
armored
through.
fingers are crossed!
Yeah, here's the loot boxes again.
Yes!
Can't
Just
believe
what
this
I
is
had
real.
hoped for! The spoils of victory continue!
Yep. Okay. Oh, nice. They brought back the goats meta for the Overwatch Classic mode. It's always kind of fun when they bring stuff back like that.
Free your
Okay,
mind.
this skin looks pretty cool. I gotta say it's a cool skin. Do I really care though? No,
Energy
because what we're here for is
flows
gameplay
through me.
changes. It's like, yeah, whatever you made
warrior's
it.
greatest
Nobody
weapon
really cares. You guys spend money
is patience.
spending money on this abysmal game in the first place.
Be present in the moment.
I like how those look. It's pretty nice. Okay, you got different like variations.
I will achieve my vision.
My arrows fly true.
He's like a little tiger. Probably like Chinese name or something.
To win is great. To win in style
I mean, these are
is
cool. but
even
still
greater.
weird. Airboat skins. I'm sure you guys
Such
can
a
game.
masterful display. Play it again.
You can get Reinhardt as a podcast. Is that what I'm doing, or is that just like
a few more times.
if you get Reinhardt as your like voice thing? That would be cool. That's probably like some sort of reference to some collab that I don't hear about. Okay, but so the perks look interesting. What I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna look at just a few characters. I don't want this to take too long. I'm just gonna look at like maybe one from each class of characters. Just look at some of their perks, just because I want to see what they do, like what the perks are gonna look like generally. So yeah, we'll probably look at one for each character. Um, gonna take a look at Reinhardt for tank because he's my favorite. He's my boy. Let's see what they got for him. Okay, so we got Crusader's Resolve. While using Barrier Field, your passive health regeneration triggers 50% sooner, so that's good for Reinhardt when you're using Sustain. I do like that one. Barrier Field is heals for 100% of the Fire Strike's damage. That looks like it sucks, honestly. Like, what does your Fire Strike do? Like 90, 100 damage, so you get like 90 shield health back. Ooh, that's so good. I guess if you hit multiple people, it's like sure, but I really don't think that one's super great. Um, Shield Slam. Okay, so you can just do like what Brigitte does, but like with Reinhardt now, and it just like knocks them back. I like it. It's not bad. It's not bad. None of these so far are like incredibly creative, which is my problem with them, but they're solid. They're fine. And then you've got this damage, charge damage dealt, grants temporary overhealth for 50% of damage dealt. Okay, that one I like. That one's actually kind of interesting because it supports the more like aggressive Reinhardt playstyle. Like if you're just charging in, say you charge in, get a kill, and then you get some of that health back, so it motivates you to like want to go in and do like make that charge in, make that play. Promotes that kind of play style. So I like that. That one actually it seems pretty good. Other than that though, yeah. Okay. Moving on, let's see a DPS hero. Who should I look at? Let's look at Genji. Genji's probably going to be, like it'll be interesting to see what they put on Genji. That tells you a lot. Okay, acrobatics. Swift strike resets your double jump. Okay, so dash resets your double jump. Solid. Now, is that going to work the same way? Like when you get a dash reset, like when you get a kill, you can double jump again? Or does that mean like when you use the dash itself, you get another double jump? I assume that's what it means. Solid's not bad. Dragons. Ooh, this one I like. Okay, so your Dragon Blades gets lifesteal now, which is super good because especially if you're Genji, um, you're always complaining about like you're like the I need healing joke, so it's always going to be something that you're kind of worried about as Genji. But that's actually good, so it allows you to sustain for yourself. And again, this is the same thing that I'm talking about with the Reinhardt one. These are the types of abilities that I like because it opens up a new play style and it actually changes the game. Now, this may seem very minor, but it's going to change the game in this way because what you're going to do here is if you're the Genji, sometimes there might be certain scenarios where you're trying to wait for the perfect moment to use that ult because you think you're going to die if you don't wait for the perfect moment. But if you have just a little bit of that life steal now, you have the opportunity to get your health back, and you might be more ballsy with your ult. So you might be using your ult in more situations, which just makes it just changes kind of the dynamic of how you're seeing the game as a Genji player now. You're like, you know what? Maybe I can 1v5. I still wouldn't recommend trying it, but like this gives you the opportunity to 1v5 kind of in a way, right? So it just opens up more opportunities for which you could use your ult. Like in the past, it'd be like there's a certain amount of scenarios where you're like, okay, this is a good place to use my ult. This opens up quite a few more scenarios where your ult could still be effective, maybe without having a healer with you, because you can heal yourself. So these are the kinds of things that I like. Stuff like this um, can actually open up the game a lot. So the perks, I am actually liking what I'm seeing so far, with some of them at least. We've got this one, Swift Strike deals 25 additional damage over time when used shortly after an elimination. Okay, so that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. So it's like if you get your dash reset and you dash immediately again, your dash is just doing a little bit of extra damage. It just allows you to kind of like put in a little bit more damage. This I think actually is super useful for when you are using your Dragon Blade because if you're blading, you're just gonna be dashing around trying to hit as many people as possible. So you're getting a bunch of kills and you're just resetting as much as possible and you're dashing and dashing. That 25 extra damage is going to stack up eventually, so I like that one a lot as well. This one is super cool too because well, it's just good for Genjis because again, like I said, like Genji's always the ones that are like begging for healing and needing the healing and everything. So just having a way to sustain for yourself as a Genji player is probably going to be something that you quite enjoy as Genji, and it really just like adds to the idea of your deflect being your defensive option. So I like this one quite a bit. And it might help your healers on your team too. They might be less pissed off with the Genjis because the Genjis can actually heal themselves, so they won't be spamming "I need healing" as much. Yeah, so I'd like to look at more, but I just don't want this video to be too long. It's probably already getting a little long, so I'll just look at one for each um, class here. Uh, who would be a good one to look at? Let's look at Mercy, just because she's kind of the very basic, like quintessential support hero. Um, so you get 15 health per second while attached to a full health ally. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So it's like once you've started, once you fully healed your teammate, you can then start healing yourself with your staff, which kind of that's good. It promotes you sticking by with the teammate, and it also just gives Mercy another way to sustain. Now, as someone that when I played Overwatch, I didn't like playing against Mercy, I don't like this because it's going to make her a lot better. But in terms of, just changing the game up a bit, I'm a big fan of this. This one, um, your range of the fly is increased. So that's also annoying as someone trying to kill the Mercies, but it does help Mercy out quite a bit as well. So that one's pretty good as well. Um, your secondary fire links to a nearby ally. Ooh, this one's cool. So when you're damage boosting somebody, you can also damage boost someone beside them. Like imagine you've just got like a Cassidy and a soldier right beside you, and you're in the back line. You're just boosting both of them at the same time. That's pretty strong. Um, this one I'm a fan of though, because again, this is getting a lot of points for me on the creativity factor. I just think that that's like a neat idea. It's not just like, oh, you do 10% more damage or something like that. Like we're changing the core gameplay here, and that's what we're looking for. Um, Lastly, we've got flash heal. So your resurrect can be used on the target to restore 150 health. Okay, so this is like imagine you can just get in a bunch of burst healing, but you're using up your like revive charge to do that. I like this one too. Again, it's something that's gonna actually change the game. Like maybe you just need that 150 more health to boost up your tank in like a situation where it's just you and the tank left and you're waiting for the rest of your team to get in. You can just add that 150 extra health to that tank. You might be able to keep them up just long enough for the rest of the team to come in. So, yeah, again, this is another thing where this is actually like a creative idea and they're changing how the game is working fundamentally. So I'm actually a big fan of this. Um, Final thoughts? Not bad, not bad, I don't know. I don't hate it. Some of these actually do look, like pretty fun. They can make the game kind of fun again. If you have tried this new Overwatch update, let me know in the comments. Is it actually fun? Are we enjoying it? And also let me know in the comments down below if you think I should return to Overwatch because I am thinking about trying it again after seeing all this stuff. This is exactly what I've been waiting for, right? Like the reason I stopped playing Overwatch is just because it got very stale and just not fun to play anymore. But if we're actually changing the core gameplay and we're actually making genuine improvements to the game instead of just adding more skins or just doing the same thing over and over again, I could see the game actually being kind of fun again. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you have played this. Do you think it's fun? Is it good? Also, let me know if you think I should try it. I will be thinking about that. I might even put up a poll on the channel thinking, yeah, about voting whether or not I should play Overwatch again. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see some Overwatch or you just want to see some more hate on Overwatch, then subscribe and like the video right down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.